welcome to Keep It Stylish. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. I am Doita. I am from Kolkata, but right now in Neemrana. It's freezing here, hence the outfit. I have a sweater inside my woolen kurta because yeah, it is freezing. Even though there's sunlight outside, it's freezing and I cannot deal with it. So this video is something very interesting, something which I've never done before. This video is on the power of planning. So as you guys know from my vlogs before, আমি already অনেক কিছু তোমাদের সাথে share করছি about my wedding. So my wedding is coming very close. It's on 5th of March, and the most important thing for a wedding is planning. And if you guys don't know, then I am a program manager by profession. So planning is literally my job. So in a corporate sector, you know how important, not only in corporate sector, actually in all aspects of life, deadlines are like the most important thing. We all need to follow our deadlines. And deadline সবচেয়ে interesting thing, but obviously you can push your deadline, but you shouldn't, because when you're committing to a timeline, that means it's assumed that you have planned what all steps are needed to reach there, and that's how you're giving the timeline. তাই জন্য আমরা যখন একটা deadline দিয়ে, there can be reasons for which a deadline is pushed, valid reasons, but there shouldn't be. So অনেক সময় এরকম হয় কি অনেক projects we cannot foresee all the circumstances that will arise, like COVID. We did not add in COVID into any of our projects, but it did happen, and hence a lot of timelines and deadlines changed in 2020 to accommodate COVID into. Those are our force majeure events. But when as a good program manager or as a good event manager or someone who is planning, as a planner, it is your duty to add in these force majeure events ka side effects also into your entire program planning. আমি এটা খুবই believe করি, because কখন কি হতে পারে, there can be like a resource leaving, there can be an earthquake happening, your data might be lost because of some reason, there must be privacy changes, law changes, so many changes. So make sure that you add in this in planning. So for the wedding, the program manager in me had risen and I was crazy. I was all over the place. I was not a bridezilla, I'm being honest. I am not a bridezilla, but I definitely was panicking. I just wanted everything to be perfect, and there's so many circumstances. Though I still don't know, I am still in that mode. There's still a month and more to go, but now I'm pleased. I am happy because I can see that I'm ticking off a lot of things from that plan which I had made. So any planning, this is not a wedding planning video as such. Like I said, this is the power of planning video. So I'm going to tell you things that you should be doing when you're planning, say, an event or something like this wedding, or even if there is some work you can do. Program management might be a much deeper topic. We can say this is more of an event planning idea. If you want in-depth discussion, or if you have any questions for program management, I think you guys can all reach out to me and we can speak one-to-one or through LinkedIn, and I can try to help you. But that's a very serious topic. Let's come into what we were discussing, that is the event planning side. So before the most important thing of planning is to finalize the dates you're looking at. You should know, okay, when is the date? So for a wedding or for an event, you have a hard deadline. It cannot go beyond that, right? That date is fixed. Whereas in our certain project, we can think of extending it. So here the deadline can never be moved. So whatever it is, that is a fixed component in your planning. So another thing which you see now is how much time you have left. So when I finalized my wedding date, there were 5 months left to it, and so I knew I had to categorize each task within this 5 months. Also, there is a location which you need to figure out. My wedding is not in my hometown and it's happening at Neemrana. So I had to plan whatever I need to get done in Kolkata and what are the buckets that I need to get done in Neemrana. Once I categorize those tasks, just say I wanted to buy my Banarasi from Kolkata. I wanted to get all my jewelries done from Kolkata. There are things like parlor, which I wanted to do in Neemrana because I need them at the last moment. Mehendi wala, I need in Neemrana. I need my beautician there. I wanted to get certain things which I know I can get there, like my bangles, my cosmetics, like jewelry, some kajal here and there. I wanted to get from there. And obviously I can order Nykaa and Amazon into that house. So I don't have to carry it from Kolkata. So that is a clear bifurcation, right, between the two. Once I made these tasks down, so I jotted down all the tasks. I need to do this, I need to buy my sari, I need to get, how many saris I need to buy apart from the wedding day, what are the occasions that we're going to celebrate, etc. So at a bigger bucket kora. Then I took out that buckets, that shopping is a bucket, buying wedding stuffs is a bucket, getting the pandit is a bucket, etc. I divided then in the cut of 2 months we need to be here in Neemrana and we have the 3 months in Kolkata to finish everything. That was my set of bucket. So now once I know okay, time span 3 months, I have October, November, December in Kolkata, January, February in Neemrana. Neemrana ke liye jo karna tha, I have put it away. So for the first 3 months, I don't have to think about it. Not even looking at a very extensive level there, except for few things which I will mention. Ab kya karna hai? I am here in Kolkata. So amar egulo shesh kore nite hobe. And egulo korar jonne which is most important is ei shop bucket e jegulo likhechi সেই bucketize গুলো এখানে add করা কলকাতার মধ্যে তার কি করব। First and foremost যেটা করতেই হবে, once everything was filled, the card. We in Neemrana don't have an access to go to Delhi or Jaipur so much, so we thought we'll get the card printed in Kolkata in Bengali text যা আমাদের দরকার। Then we needed to decide, so card print করার জন্য সাথে আমার মাথায় আসলো, we need to decide the venue. But venue is obviously Neemrana, so how will we do? We cannot wait last moment. So we started delegating work, which is also a very important thing of planning, that is delegating your work. So we started delegating our work. We told the people who we know in Neemrana to go and see these venues. They saw this venue, sent us pictures, we had live video conferences, we discussed with the managers and finalized the venue. Once the venue was submitted, we were ready for the card. We had all the details. So we went ahead and gave the card for printing. दो बड़े काम हो गए फिर. One is we are done with our venue, one is our card. So literally দুটো বড় জিনিস শেষ হয়ে গেল. Next is the shopping. Shopping এ কি কেনার আছে সেটাকে একটা জট ডাউন করো, একটা লিস্ট করো এবং সেটাকেও বাকেটাইজ করো. তোমার ধরো everybody has a budget for the wedding, so you divide it that way. So you first put যে ওকে ব্রাইডাল শপিং এর জন্য এতটা, ধর বেনারসির জন্য you keep 10,000, জুয়েলারির জন্য you keep 3 lakhs, etc. You make that budget. Then you make গ্রুমের জন্য কেনার জন্য কি, তত্ত্বে দেবে কি, etc. করে you bucketize your shopping with the budget. So when you're going to shop, you know যে কোন রেঞ্জের জিনিস দেখতে হয়. এটা আমরা খুব ফেস করেছি, যে কোনো শাড়ির দোকানে, যে কোনো পাঞ্জাবির দোকানে, যেখানে যাবে, first thing when you show, they can show you up to from 500 to 50 lakhs. You have to tell them কি তোমার রেঞ্জ কত. Then they will take out the thing and then ওপর নিচটা হতেই পারে. But you know কি okay, my target is to be within 30,000. Then you know what to do. So that is the first thing. এবার এটা হয়ে গেল, that means your shopping part is done. এবার shopping এর কিছু বাকেট obviously আমরা নিমরানার জন্য রেখে দিয়েছি, যেগুলো যেমন ছেলের যা যা কেনার সেটা এখানে না আসলে wouldn't have been possible because we had to meet him. So we had kept that here. That would be done in this last 2 months. মেয়ের যা যা কেনার বা gifting purpose যা যা কেনার, we had all that sorted and done. হয়ে গেল. Next thing you have to look is the food. Food was not possible to do it from there because food নিজেদের টেস্টের উপর ডিপেন্ড করে, so it goes to bucket number 2, that is the last 2 months. এবার দেখো ভেনিউর সাথে we knew the food and decor would come, so we at least know it's there. We just had to choose the menu and check the quality কি কেমন কি etc. কোনটা থাকবে কোনটা থাকবে হয়ে গেল. এইভাবে then there's other buckets also, then there's photographers, there's makeup artists, you need to look at কি function হচ্ছে. So what I did is I jotted down, okay এখানে আমাদের বাড়িতে এই লোকেশন এত ফাংশন, এই লোকেশন এত ফাংশন, that is done. Then if there is some dress code, you need to inform all your guests, you do that. Next thing is কার্ড চলে আসা, কার্ড পাঠানো. আমরা যেগুলো কলকাতার কাছের কার্ড ছিল সব কলকাতা থেকে পাঠিয়ে দিয়েছি, যেগুলো এখানের কার্ড সেগুলো আমরা এখান থেকে. So that is কলকাতার কার্ড কলকাতায় পাঠিয়ে, আর এখানে এখান থেকে যেগুলো এমনিতেই দূরে যাবে সেগুলো এখান থেকে পাঠাবো বা এখানে ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করা কার্ডগুলো নিয়ে এসেছি. তো এই ডিস্ট্রিবিউশনটা ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট. সো এই ডিস্ট্রিবিউশনটা আমরা কার্ডে করে নিয়েছি, মানে আমাদের নিমন্ত্রণ করা মোটামুটি হয়ে গেল. আরেকটা রিজন ওয়াই নিমন্ত্রণ ওয়াজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট, বিকজ ইটস আ ডেস্টিনেশন ওয়েডিং, উই হ্যাভ টু নো কজন আমাদের সাথে আসছে, কজন এখানে থাকবে এটসেট্রা. বাট দ্যাট ক্যাটেগরি अगेन গোজ টু বাকেট নাম্বার 2, বিকজ ওটা লাস্ট 2 মান্থসের আগে আপনি কিন্তু জানতে পারবেন না. অনেকেই বলবে আসবো না, বাট পরের দিকে ইচ্ছা করে আসে, অনেকেই আসবে ভেবে কোনো সার্কামস্টেন্সে আসতে পারে না. তো লাস্ট 2 মান্থস 1 মান্থে ইউ উইল গেট দ্য ক্লিয়ার পিকচার কি কজন আসছে. এবার বাকি রাখলো এখানে পুরোহিত মশাই ঠিক করা থাকলে সেটা ঠিক করে ফেলুন. আপনার ফটোগ্রাফার্স, ওয়েডিং লাস্ট আই উড সে ফটোগ্রাফার্স আর মেকআপ আর্টিস্ট একটু রিসার্চ করতে থাকুন, কারণ আজকাল ডেটস খুব তাড়াতাড়ি বুক হয়ে যায়. তো একটু রিসার্চ করে আপনার যে যাকে চাই, যাকে পছন্দ তাদের সাথে কথা বলুন, কারণ there is a negotiation involved etc. Again যেহেতু আমার এটা ডেস্টিনেশন ওয়েডিং, উই হ্যাড টু ফিক্স দ্য মেকআপ আর্টিস্ট ফর এভরিবডি, যাতে সবাই রেডি হতে পারে, তো সেটাও আমরা করেছি. তো অল টুগেদার ইট ওয়াজ আ গুড ডিল. But now what is happening is it's a good deal. What I'm saying is it was planned. I knew ki একটা করে করতে হবে. If everything was written, we were just taking it off. এবার last 2 months I বলবো last 1 month do not do anything. I would suggest every house which is going through an event বা every company, ধরো তোমার কোনো next event আসছে, try the last 1 month, that is for your force majeure events. You don't know what can happen, what can go wrong. That's when you plan for your plan B. Things change, there should be some tweaking. Keep that time for that. So keep 1 month buffer to manage all your ups and downs, all your tweakings, all the bumps in the road. Baki shomayta, so 1 month which we had in Neemrana, we obviously fixed the decorators, we all fixed the menu, we went for a tasting, we fixed that. Baki jagar invite kora chilo. নিমরানাতে অ্যাপার্টমেন্টস খোঁজা, বিকজ দ্য আউটস্টেশন গেটস, হোটেলস বুক করা যদি কোনো গেস্টের আলাদা কোনো স্পেসিফিক ইয়ে থাকে, ট্রান্সপোর্ট ফ্রম দ্য নিয়ারেস্ট এয়ারপোর্ট টু নিমরানা, এই পুরো জিনিসটা করতে হয়. So that gave us so that was another bucket which we had to do. So what was very easy, we were just 3 people. Obviously there's a lot of people supporting us in this whole thing. I would like to give a big shout out to all the folks who needed to dedicate stuff. So we just wrote everything down, knew which we need to do by ourselves, what is the budget, we allocated it in each bucket and then moved ahead. It is just, to be honest, we are so far at a level, we're almost coming to an end and we have most of the things in place, and that is absolutely blessing, because right now I am able to think about, okay my look, আমি এটা পরবো, তাহলে লুকটা একটু চেঞ্জ করি, মা একটু ভাবার সময় পাচ্ছে, ওকে আমি মা কি শাড়ি পরবে, কোন বেলায় কি করবে etc. because we planned it so well. And remember, planning এর সাথে সাথে few things are very important. One is delegating. We delegated work, like আমি এটা করব, বাবা এটা করবে, মা ওটা করবে, করে দেন ফার্দার ডেলিগেটিং, ওকে বাবা বাকি এই কাজগুলো অন্য দিদি করেছে, আমি আমার এটা করব, বাকি এটা অন্যরা করে দিতে পারে, তাহলে আমার এই বন্ধুটাকে বললাম এটা করে দে, দাদা দিদিদের বললাম এটা করে দে এটসেট্রা করে. You need to delegate. And the last also, বিয়ের দিনের কাজও you have to delegate. You have to give people different tasks. Like তুই ধর ব্রেকফাস্টটা তুই দেখবি, সবাই খাওয়ার পেলো কিনা এটসেট্রা. চায়ের ব্যবস্থা সবসময় চা শেষ হয়ে গেলে তুই দেখবি এটা. কাউকে বলবে হোস্ট, এভরি টাইম সাম গেস্ট ইজ কামিং দে শুড প্লে হোস্ট, দে নিড টু সে, দে নিড টু টক, বিকজ আমরা তিনজন হয়তো সেই সময়টা তখন দিতে পারবো না. There is an emotional turmoil also that would be going through, right? So there is a lot of different changes. তাই জন্যে this is how you should plan. You should not procrastinate at all. Just plan everything to the T and follow it. I am telling you, there is no way you're gonna fail. আমি কিন্তু খুব বেসিক ওয়ে করি, যেভাবে like old school, you can say, but I don't use any technology. I write it down in pen and paper, and then I tick off, tick off, tick off, and Excel is there. My Excel is my best friend. I have a wedding Excel which has tabs, 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 which has all these details. যখন এটা about tick off করি, যা যা করছি, vendor shortlist করছি, just putting it there, cost গুলো বলে দিচ্ছি, ধরো photographers, who are my probable selects, what are their cost, when do I have to book them, how much advance is needed. Then I take opinions from friends, I take opinions from Chikhar, I take opinions from my parents and understand, okay, this is perfect, and go ahead and tick mark, book. So stuff like this are really interesting, guys. So I would suggest all of you that you don't know what is the power of planning until you have actually done it. I do it every day on my work. I plan, 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 and I know my execution is going to go on that particular day. I tell it to all my subordinates that do it. I plan my life as well. I plan everything. If you see, if you come if I give you like a tour, I've never done it, but maybe a tour of my study, I always have a pen, paper, and planner next to me, because I plan, 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 I write it down that I have to do these things. I know in the beginning it might sound very robotic and tedious, but trust me, it works wonders. So always plan and see how well it goes, and always remember to keep it stylish. Bye.